What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. Right now, I'm going to give my quick review of Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Little background here. I have always liked the Mission Impossible franchise, but it's never been one of my favorites. For me, when I'm looking at this type of movie, I usually gravitate more towards the Bond franchise, or I gravitate more towards even the Bourne franchise, even the Fast and Furious franchise. I tend to gravitate to other franchises more than this one, but I have seen all the movies multiple times, and I do have my favorites, and this one isn't it. This one is not my favorite of the franchise. This is just a movie that really tries to do too much. Now, this is going to sound like I'm being very negative about Final Reckoning, and I'm not, because I like this movie. If I were to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I'm going thumbs up on Final Reckoning. And it's not even my least favorite in the franchise. I would put Final Reckoning somewhere in the middle of the Mission Impossible franchise. But this one does too much. It tries to do too much. It tries to pull in characters from the past, connect a lot of things that we've seen in the past, and because of that, it brings in a ton of flashbacks, and there's so much exposition in this movie, trying to get you caught up on where we left off in Dead Reckoning, but also getting you caught up on what we knew from other movies, going all the way back to the first movie. Ton of exposition here, ton of voiceover, ton of flashbacks, and because of that, the movie just tended to drag a little bit. Now, there were some great stunt sequences. The two that I'm particularly thinking about is the submarine sequence and the airplane sequence. Both of those were top-notch. Some of the best stuff we've seen in the entire franchise. But the movie really drug in a few places to get to those points. I feel like this is a movie that could have been shortened by 20 minutes. If they would have trusted their audience a bit more to be familiar with the material, they could have shortened it a little bit. 15 to 20 minutes, and the movie would have felt a lot more crisp. Again, not a bad movie. I would go thumbs up on it, but it's not as good as Fallout. It's not as good as Dead Reckoning. It's not as good as Ghost Protocol. I don't even think it's as good as Rogue Nation. I mean, it's good. It's in the middle, but it's not great. And that's too bad, because there's some really good stuff in here. Like I said, some great stunt sequences. Tom Cruise still brings it. The team is great. I loved Haley Atwell's character, even if there wasn't a whole lot for her to do. Simon Pegg is always great. Ving Rhames, you know, he wasn't in it a ton, but when he was there, obviously, ton of charisma. You chews up the scenery. But this movie just... I had high hopes going into it, thinking that, man, if they could do Fallout again, make it that hard-hitting, that action-packed, that fun. Fallout's my favorite of the franchise. And I wanted it to be Fallout, and it was more Mission Impossible 2 or 3. It was good. Like I said, I would give a thumbs up to every movie in this franchise, even the second one. But it wasn't great. So that's where I leave you on this film. Maybe you disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine. Let me know if you do, or if you agree with me, let's talk about it. Yeah, leave your comments in the comment below while you're down there commenting. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and until next time, we'll see you guys later.